Hello everyone. Today we'll start with Geography. Chapter 3 Natural Resources, Forest and Wildlife. Let's begin. Dear learners, we have already read about abiotic resources, that is, non-living things. Example, land, soil and water in last chapter. Now we would study about biotic resources, that is, living things. Example, forest, grasslands and wildlife. First biotic resource is natural vegetation. You may have observed different types of trees, bushes, grass, thorny plants scattered everywhere in your surroundings. These plants and bushes are not only found in your city or country, but they are also found all over the world. Have you ever thought who grow these trees and bushes? In fact, these are the free gift of nature to human beings. As they grow on their own, they are called the natural vegetation. The groups of plants which have developed in the area without human interference are called natural vegetation. Forests are generally classified on the basis of climatic regions. The broad vegetation types of the world are distributed over the globe on the basis of rainfall, temperature, etc. We can broadly categorize the natural vegetation into forests, grasslands and shrubs. These are various types of natural vegetation in different parts of the world. Firstly, we would start with forest. What is forest? The cluster of trees which grow close to each other are called forest. They grow in hot and humid climate. Forests are of 6 types. As you can see in the 6 petals of the flower, we would understand it by means of the chart. There are 6 types of forest: tropical evergreen, tropical monsoon or deciduous, temperate evergreen, Mediterranean forest, temperate deciduous, coniferous. So we'll start with tropical evergreen forest. These forests are found in tropical areas with uniformly high temperature and heavy rainfall throughout the year. An important characteristic of these forests is presence of a large number of species, often concentrated in a small area. These features limits the economic value of these forests. As a result, commercial exploitation is difficult. Also, the forests are dark and damp, and the ground is swampy. The thick canopy does not allow sunlight to penetrate to the forest floor, and it has light underground. Then, the region where they are grown and the species are given. I have mentioned few of them. You can refer other examples in the book. Then, second category is tropical monsoon forest. Tropical monsoon or deciduous forests are found in the monsoon regions. They have warm and humid climate with seasonal rainfall. The trees of these forests shed their leaves during the distinct dry seasons. These forests are less dense. Commercially, these forests are more important. Then again, regions and species are given. The third one is temperate evergreen forest. These are luxurious forests that are mixed forests with broad-leaved hardwood trees, deciduous trees, shrubby underground coniferous trees. Again, regions and species you can refer in the chart. Then the fourth category is Mediterranean forest. In regions with a Mediterranean climate with hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters, special type of broad-leaved evergreen trees are found. The trees of these areas have special adaptations like long roots, and wax-covered leaves to withstand the summer. Little growth takes place during the rainy winters. Citrus fruits are largely grown in these regions. Again, region names and species you can refer in the chart. Temperate deciduous forest. These forests are found in areas with cold climate and moderate rainfall. The leaves of the deciduous trees change colors in autumn. They shed their leaves once in a year of the same time. Some of the examples are maple, ash, etc. Then the next category, that is the last one, is coniferous forest. These forests are found in areas with short warm summers and severely cold winters. Coniferous forests are also found on high altitudes of the mountain slopes like the Himalayas in India. The trees in these forests are tall, straight, and conical in shape, with needle-shaped leaves. Some of the examples are softwood trees like pine, fir, cedar, etc. Then some of the regions are given like Russia, Norway, etc. Now, as you can see in the bulbs that are given, types of grasslands, temperate and tropical, and types of shrubs, that is desert vegetation and tundra vegetation. Now we will understand these by a chart. Firstly, what is grassland? They refer to the regions of the world that cover with thick and green grasses. These are found in the areas of moderate rain. First one is tropical grassland. The tropical grasslands are found between the equatorial forest and the tropical desert. These areas receive moderate rainfall during the summer season. These areas also experience a distinct dry season. Thus, tall grasses grow in such areas. These grasslands are also called the savannas. They are found in almost every continent. A major part of the savanna is now used for farming and livestock rearing. Some areas of these grasslands have become deserts due to poor land management. Second type of grassland is temperate grassland. The temperate grasslands are found between 30 degrees to 55 degrees latitude in both the hemispheres. These treeless grasslands are situated in the interiors of the continent. The height of the grasses depends upon the amount and distribution of rainfall. The temperate grasslands are known as prairies in North America, pampas in South America, steppes in Eurasia, wells in South Africa, and downs in Australia. These grasslands are suitable for cattle rearing and large-scale cultivation of wheat and maize. Then, two types of shrubs. First one is desert and second is tundra. But what is shrubs? They grow in areas of very high and low temperature and scanty rainfall. Thus, they are found either in hot deserts or in very cold regions like the tundra. So, first is desert vegetation. Hot and dry deserts are found in the western parts of the tropical and subtropical regions. These areas experience very high temperature and very low rainfall. Therefore, the vegetation of these areas have thorns, thick spongy stem and long roots. Then tundra vegetation. Tundra vegetation is found in the high latitudes of the northern hemisphere, especially in the North America and Eurasia, and in the high altitudes of mountains. During the short summer season, when the snow cover melts, mosses, lichens, and short grasses cover the ground. Then, natural vegetation of India. India is a vast country with diverse climate and varied topography. Differences in temperature and rainfall in its various parts have resulted in different types of natural vegetation. The flora of a country is diverse, ranging from those found in the tropics to that of the Arctic region. The natural vegetation of India can be divided into five main types, namely tropical evergreen, tropical deciduous, thorny bushes, and scrubs in deserts and arid regions, then tidal vegetation and mountain vegetation. We would not discuss this in details as you have already read it in your earlier classes. Conservation of natural vegetation. The conservation of natural vegetation means rational utilization of this resource. The forest being of primary importance, it is necessary to practice conservation at home to protect forest globally. Then, the destruction of trees have wiped off many valuable forest areas from the face of the earth. With the increase in population, forests have been cleared to provide land for settlement, cultivation, industries, and development projects. Unplanned timber and fuel wood collection have also affected forest cover. These large-scale deforestations are leading to grave environmental problems like soil erosion, slitting of water bodies leading to floods, decrease in rainfall, and gradual spread of deserts. The grave problem of global warming due to rising level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is also connected with decreasing forest cover. Forest fires due to natural causes like lightning as well as caused by human carelessness and carelessness often destroy valuable forest land. Wild animals have lost their habitats and some have become extinct. Fodder for domestic animals is in short supply. Valued medicinal herbs and valuable timber are vanishing due to men's greed and selfish activities. Hence, it is necessary to take up effective measures for conservation of natural vegetation. Wildlife refers to animals, birds, and other organisms that live in their natural habitat. Forest contains a wide range of animals from single-celled creatures like amoeba to more complex and big animals like elephants. Within the natural habitats, plants and animals live together and interact to each other to meet their requirements. Wildlife in India. India has different types of animals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, mammals, fishes, insects, and forms. These animals are collectively known as the wildlife or fauna of a country. Thus, it can be said that fauna of a country refers to the forms of animals lives in a country. It is considered that around 80% of all wildlife species of the world find representations in India. Then again, distribution of wildlife in different continents is explained in a simple way by means of a chart. Different names of animals are given in the right hand side, and in the left hand side the names of different continents are given, like Africa, North America, South America, Asia, Europe, Australia, Antarctica. Some more names may be given in the book or some less names. You don't get confused. You can read it thoroughly from the book. Conservation of wildlife. During the past few centuries, human beings have encroached upon, disturbed, and even destroyed many natural habitats of wild creatures. Added to this is large-scale hunting for game and for horns, bones, skins, etc. Many species of wildlife have become endangered and some even extinct as a result. Understanding the grave threat, conservation of wildlife has been taken up in the past few decades. Government, wildlife organizations, scientists, and volunteers have taken up activities to protect wildlife. All over the world, large scale areas of wilderness are now protected by government as wildlife parks, sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves. Legislature like Wildlife Protection Act are made to protect and increase the number of endangered animals. Large organizations like the World Wildlife Fund, that is WWF, are doing a lot to protect and preserve wildlife. In our country also, the WWF is functioning since 1969. It takes active programs and steps to preserve our biodiversity. Schools are also becoming the members of this organization, which trains the students and makes them aware about our flora and fauna. Our awareness and efforts can save the beautiful creatures from extinction. We need to preserve them for our own benefit as well as for our future generations. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.